Have you ever stopped to wonder if a simple fruit, something you've always thought was healthy, could actually be quietly harming your health? Since childhood, we've been told that fruit is nature's candy, full of sweetness, vitamins, and healing power. But here's what no one tells you. As we age, not all fruits remain our friends. Once you reach 60, your body begins to shift. Your metabolism slows, digestion becomes more delicate, and keeping blood sugar steady becomes more challenging. And that means certain fruits, even ones praised as superfoods, and can start working against you, not for you. Yes, some are too sugary, others are highly acidic, and some can even interfere with medications you might be taking. If ignored, these so-called healthy fruits can quietly contribute to inflammation, fatigue, or worse. But don't worry, there's a brighter side, because while some fruits should be eaten with caution, others are powerful allies in aging well. They protect your heart, reduce inflammation, strengthen bones, and even boost memory, all naturally. In this video, we'll explore both sides, the fruits you may want to limit, and the ones that can help you feel younger, stronger, and sharper than ever. Today, from someone who's lived through the seasons of life and studied how our bodies change with time, I want to gently share 4 fruits you may want to avoid, and 4 you should absolutely welcome onto your plate, because your body deserves the right kind of nourishment, especially now. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss helpful, heart-guided tips like this one. And I'd love to hear from you. If this video speaks to you, type yes in the comments. If not, type no. Your feedback helps us grow and serve you better. Now let's begin. Your body will thank you for what you'll learn today. Now let's start with the first fruit seniors should avoid: grapefruit. Also, known as the silent danger for anyone taking medication. At first glance, grapefruit looks healthy and refreshing. Its bright pink color, slightly bitter taste, and reputation for supporting heart health make it a regular on many breakfast plates. But for seniors, especially those over 60, this fruit hides a serious risk. Inside that juicy bite is a compound that blocks an important liver enzyme called CYP3A4. This enzyme helps your body break down many common prescription drugs that older adults rely on every day. When grapefruit blocks that enzyme, your medication can build up in your body to dangerous levels, like a river that's been dammed, with nowhere to go. And the side effects can be scary. Muscle damage from statins, heart rhythm problems, bleeding from blood thinners, or dangerously strong effects from anxiety meds. What's worse, most people don't even know this is happening. They enjoy grapefruit at breakfast and take their pills shortly after, never realizing the damage until it's too late and they land in the ER. Some people never get the chance to figure out what went wrong. That's the price we sometimes pay for trusting what looks healthy without knowing the whole story. But this isn't about scaring anyone, it's about learning from experience. Grapefruit isn't bad, but if you're a senior taking medication, which includes more than 70% of Americans over 65, then the risk simply isn't worth it. There are safer fruits out there that won't put your heart, your liver, or your life at risk. But here's the thing. If a bright, cheerful fruit like grapefruit can quietly pose such danger, what other fruits might also be hiding behind a healthy image while silently working against your well-being? When eaten too often, this innocent-looking fruit can quietly do more harm than good. Ready to find out what it is? Let's take a closer look. If you're still watching and getting value from this, drop a number 1 in the comments too. Let me know you're here. Now let's talk about number 2, cherries. Sweet to the taste, but risky for those dealing with arthritis or diabetes. Cherries may bring back joyful memories. Picnics, pies, or snacking from a summer bowl. They seem innocent. But as we grow older, what once felt like a harmless treat may start quietly undermining our health. You see, cherries, especially in larger servings or in concentrated forms like juice, syrups, or dried snacks, contain a lot of natural sugar. Just 1 cup of sweet cherries packs nearly 20 grams of sugar. For a younger person with a fast metabolism, that might not be a problem. But for seniors, especially those with type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or even undiagnosed insulin issues, that sugar surges into the bloodstream quickly. This causes sharp blood sugar spikes that can harm organs, leave you foggy or tired, and over time, weaken your body's defenses. But that's not all. Cherries are also naturally acidic. For older adults who struggle with inflammation, arthritis, or joint pain, that acidity can make symptoms worse. Yes, cherries do have antioxidants, but when you eat too many or consume processed forms, the sugar and acid can outweigh the benefits. The damage doesn't scream, it creeps in. A flare-up in your knees that ruins your walk. A blood sugar crash that leaves you dizzy. A restless night from swollen joints. That innocent bowl of cherries can quietly trigger pain, imbalance, and long-term harm. And that's what's so frustrating. Cherries feel so safe. But the truth is, when you're over 60, even sweet foods need to be questioned. And if such a small fruit can throw your system off balance, imagine what happens when another common food messes with your potassium levels. Something even more popular among seniors, eaten daily without a second thought. What is it? That's next. 3. Bananas. Too much potassium. Can be harmful. For most of our lives, bananas have been praised as a symbol of good health. They're easy to grab, packed with potassium, and said to help with muscle cramps, give us energy, and support heart health. And for younger bodies, all of that may still be true. But as we get older, our bodies don't handle nutrients the same way they once did. That's when even something healthy can quietly turn into a danger. Bananas are rich in potassium, yes, but for older adults, especially those with kidney problems, heart issues, or anyone taking certain medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, that potassium can build up to unsafe levels. You see, as we age, our kidneys, the organs that once filtered out extra minerals with ease, start to slow down. That extra potassium doesn't leave your body the way it used to. It stays. It collects in your bloodstream and begins interfering with your heart's rhythm, your muscles' ability to contract, and even your mental clarity. This condition is called hyperkalemia, and while it might not make headlines, it sends thousands of seniors to the emergency room each year. All it might take is one too many bananas over the course of a week. You might feel a flutter in your chest, weakness in your legs, or a foggy feeling you just can't shake. But by the time you notice something's wrong, the damage may already be setting in. The scariest part? Most seniors don't think to blame the banana. It looks so harmless, simple, natural, healthy. But that's the problem. Sometimes the biggest threats are the ones that don't look like threats at all. So the next time you reach for a banana, pause and ask yourself, is this really what my body needs today? Or is it just what I've always assumed was healthy? Because sometimes danger doesn't come from fear. It comes from habits we've never questioned. And that's especially true with our next fruit, something even smaller and sneakier. Dried fruits. The hidden sugar bomb. They sit neatly in little snack packs looking harmless, even nutritious. Raisins, dates, dried apricots, cranberries. You'll find them in trail mixes, sprinkled on oatmeal, or even offered in waiting rooms as a healthy option. But for seniors, dried fruits often hide a dark truth. They're sugar bombs pretending to be wellness snacks. Here's what most people don't realize. When fruit is dried, the water is removed. But the sugar? That stays. Now it's packed into a much smaller bite, more concentrated than ever. That means it's incredibly easy to overeat. A few dried apricots here, a handful of raisins there, and before you know it, your body's dealing with the same sugar load as a candy bar. For seniors, whose blood sugar control tends to get more sensitive with age, this can trigger fast spikes and dangerous crashes. Even a healthy handful can leave you tired, dizzy, or off balance, and over time, these little spikes take a serious toll on your health. They might look small and innocent, but dried fruits are anything but harmless when it comes to aging. Bodies. A small handful of raisins might seem harmless, but it's really like eating an entire bunch of grapes, all without the fiber, without the water, and with all the sugar packed into every bite. And here's the catch. Most dried fruits sold in stores are also coated with extra sugar or preserved with chemicals like sulfites. These additives can trigger problems like asthma, migraines, and even inflammation in the gut. For older adults, especially those dealing with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or sensitive digestion, tiny snacks can quietly create big issues. They can spike your blood sugar, upset your stomach, and worst of all, they fool you into thinking you're eating something healthy, but your body pays the price. That price is slow, silent damage from a snack that seems smart. It's rising glucose levels that put extra stress on your heart. It's poor digestion that interrupts your sleep. It's the energy crash after the sugar rush. Dried fruit might seem like a friend, but for many seniors it turns into an invisible thief, stealing balance, comfort, and stable energy day by day. We need to rethink what we eat, not just what's sweet, but what's been altered to look healthy while doing harm. Because just as some dried fruits can quietly hurt us, other fruits, fresh, whole, and natural, can truly help. They can act like medicine, giving our aging bodies the strength, clarity, and calm we deserve. So let's shift toward the fruits that restore, the ones that protect and energize us, even in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Which fruits should you be eating every week to stay sharp, strong, and steady? Let's begin with one tiny blue fruit that could actually help save your memory. 1. Blueberries. A brain protector. Blueberries might not be the flashiest fruit, but they hold something powerful inside. Small, sweet, and deep in color, they carry one of nature's greatest gifts, especially for people entering the later years of life. As we age, memory tends to slip. Clear thoughts get cloudy. But blueberries give us real hope, not just for comfort, but for protection. And it's not just talk. Science backs it up. What we eat affects how we think, how we remember, and how we feel. And when it comes to brain health, blueberries stand out above the rest. They're loaded with anthocyanins, the rich blue pigments that not only give them color, but also power. These antioxidants are strong enough to cross into the brain, lower inflammation, help brain cells talk to each other better, and protect against the stress that damages memory over time. Studies show that eating blueberries regularly can slow mental decline, boost decision-making, and even lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease. For older adults, those are not just benefits, they're lifelines. They mean more time to remember family names, more mornings with clear thoughts, and more independence when it matters most. But the magic of blueberries doesn't stop with memory. These tiny blue gems also help lower blood pressure, support heart health, and they're naturally low in sugar, making them an excellent choice for people managing diabetes or heart issues. Just half a cup a day, whether mixed into yogurt, stirred into oatmeal, or eaten on their own, can make a meaningful impact. In today's world filled with prescriptions and pills, it's easy to forget that some of the most powerful remedies still come straight from nature. Blueberries are proof of that. They don't just taste good. They protect your body, restore your balance, and gently guard what matters most, your mind. And if a handful of blueberries can sharpen your brain, just imagine what a crisp, fiber-filled apple can do to take care of your heart. Maybe there's more truth to that old saying than we realize. 2. Apples. The heart-healthy fiber. Hero. There's something timeless about the phrase, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." It might sound simple, even old school, but for those of us over 60, this humble fruit holds modern power. At a stage of life when our hearts need more care, digestion becomes slower, and we seek more balance, the apple quietly delivers. Apples are packed with soluble fiber, especially a kind called pectin. Pectin grabs onto cholesterol in the digestive system and helps remove it before it can enter the bloodstream. For older adults, this means apples can actually help lower bad LDL cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes, no prescription required. They're also low in calories and sugar, making them a smart snack that won't spike blood sugar. This makes apples perfect for supporting a healthy weight and stable energy, both important for protecting the heart and easing strain on joints. But that's not all. The fiber in apples also keeps digestion regular, helping to relieve constipation, which becomes more common as we age. And the antioxidants in the skin, like quercetin and flavonoids, fight inflammation and may even lower the risk of some cancers and brain diseases. Even better, apples are comforting. They remind us of fall days, home-cooked meals, and that first crunchy bite on a cool morning. That familiarity is more than just nostalgia. It brings emotional nourishment too. So yes, one apple a day can still make a difference, not only by adding good things to your diet, but by helping your body avoid the bad. And if the apple is the quiet guardian of your heart, then what about a fruit that supports your bones, your brain, and your skin all at once? It's creamy, full of healthy fats, and often misunderstood. 3. Avocados, the healthy fat that nourishes your body. Of all the fruits available, the avocado stands out. It doesn't have a sugary taste. It's not brightly colored. You won't find it piled in a fruit bowl on your kitchen counter. But for anyone over 60, this smooth green fruit is more than just something trendy. It's food with purpose. It's fuel for staying sharp, active, and strong as the years go by. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the healthy kind of fat your body actually needs with age. Unlike fats that clog your arteries, these protect your heart, support brain health, and help lower bad cholesterol. They calm inflammation throughout the body, easing joint pain and making movement smoother for aging bodies. For older adults living with heart issues or simply trying to prevent them, avocados can truly make a difference. But that's just the beginning. Avocados also pack a punch when it comes to bone health. They're high in vitamin K, a nutrient that's often overlooked, but crucial for bone strength and fracture prevention, something that becomes more important as we grow older and more prone to falls. This creamy fruit also provides folate and potassium, two nutrients that help control blood pressure, improve circulation, and lower the risk of strokes. And let's not forget lutein, a powerful antioxidant found in avocados that supports eye health and helps protect against macular degeneration and age-related vision decline. But beyond the nutrients, there's something comforting about the way avocados make us feel. A few creamy slices on whole-grain toast, a scoop beside a crisp green salad. It feels like self-care, not a sacrifice. In a stage of life where many foods are suddenly off-limits, the avocado is a gentle reminder. Some foods still say, "I'm here to nourish, not harm." So while the world keeps chasing the latest superfood fad, the avocado stays consistent. Quiet, powerful, always giving. And if this fruit strengthens your bones and protects your mind, what about a fruit that soothes your stomach and calms inflammation in your joints at the same time? Let's talk about the healing gift of papaya. 4. Papaya, the digestive and anti-inflammatory healer in a world full of pills for digestion, creams for pain, and supplements for everything else. It's easy to overlook the healing power of something as simple as a piece of fruit. But papaya, soft, golden, and naturally sweet, is far more than a tropical snack. It's a quiet remedy, especially for seniors. As we age, digestion slows down. Foods that once caused no trouble now bring bloating, gas, or acid reflux. That's where papaya steps in. It contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps your body break down proteins more easily. For older adults who deal with slow digestion, irregularity, or side effects from long-term medications, papaya brings more than comfort. It brings real relief. But its healing power doesn't stop there. Papaya is loaded with vitamins C, A, and E, all essential for keeping your immune system strong, your skin protected, and inflammation under control. And chronic inflammation, as we know, is linked to serious conditions like arthritis and heart disease. For seniors dealing with stiff joints, low immunity, or general body aches, papaya quietly works behind the scenes to bring balance back to the body and ease daily discomfort. It's soft, gentle in flavor, and easy on the stomach. No cooking, no prep. Just a few slices each day can support your body naturally, from digestion to inflammation and beyond. It's not just fruit. It's a reminder that true healing doesn't always come in a pill bottle. Sometimes it comes in a golden fruit, wrapped in nature's own skin, ready to serve those who choose wellness over shortcuts. Now that we've looked at the fruits that boost your memory, protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and ease digestion, let's take it one step further. What happens when you bring these smart choices together? How do you turn them into a simple daily routine that helps you stay strong and healthy, one bite at a time? Here's the gentle truth. Your health is still in your hands, and as we grow older, that truth becomes even more powerful. The meals we once ate without a second thought, The comfort foods, the family traditions, now carry new meaning. Every bite can be a gift, or a burden your body no longer needs. But here's the good news. It's never too late to choose better. And those choices don't have to be overwhelming. Sometimes it's as simple as picking fresh blueberries instead of dried fruit, an apple over a candy bar, a spoonful of papaya in the morning instead of another pill. These small, loving choices, made with care and intention, add up. They strengthen your heart, protect your memory, ease digestion, and renew your energy. They remind you still have control over how you feel, over how you age. Yes, some fruits that were once fine may now ask more from your body than they give. Grapefruit, bananas, cherries, dried fruits. They're not bad, but for many they bring hidden risks. And choosing differently isn't about fear, it's about wisdom, maturity, and respect for the beautiful body that's carried you this far. So let this be your reminder. This journey isn't about what you have to give up. It's about what you still get to enjoy. Nature has given you so many healing gifts. All you have to do is choose them with love. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond, your best health isn't behind you. It's still here, in your hands, in every meal, in every moment. The fruits you choose can do more than nourish. They can protect, uplift, and empower you, because every bite is a quiet act of self-respect. And when you care for yourself this way, gently, joyfully, you don't just add years to your life, but you add life to your years. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you'll carry into your own routine? Drop it in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. If this video helped you, type yes in the comments. If not, type no, and let us know how we can make it better for you. And if you believe in simple, powerful choices for better health, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're here to walk this journey with you. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve to age with strength, with dignity, and with joy. One thoughtful choice at a time.